ये जो लोग हैं यहाँ पे कुकी समुदाय के लोग हैं, ये इनके साथ ये ख़ुद को वॉलंटियर बताते हैं कि ये विलेज वॉलंटियर्स हैं। अधिकतर लोगों के पास जो वेपन हैं वो इनके दावे के मुताबिक लाइसेंस्ड हैं। Those people refer you and those people as militants. You might be hearing these words.
Quite frequent.
Sorry?
Quite frequent. We are putting up a trench line here because beyond this line, we don't have any Kuki community residing down there.
Also, I heard about the Kuki people that they make a pompi.
Pumpi.
Yeah, and handmade kind of cannon.
Yeah. You might have seen various designs.
मैं सिद्धांत हूँ और हमारी टीम मणिपुर में इस समय कांगपोकपी में है। ये कांगपोकपी का जो इलाका है, ये अगर आपको यहाँ की जियोग्राफी समझनी हो, टोपोग्राफी समझनी हो, तो मैं ऐसे बता सकता हूँ कि ये कुकी बहुल इलाका है। यहाँ पर कुकी समुदाय के लोगों की संख्या ज़्यादा है। और ये जिस जगह हम खड़े हैं, हमारे पीछे और हमारे साथ और हमारे आसपास जो लोग दिख रहे हैं आपको, ये अधिकतर लोग यहाँ के वॉलंटियर्स हैं। ये ट्रेंच लाइन है सामने खुदी हुई, बंकर्स बने हुए हैं और सामने जो आपको गांव दिख रहे हैं वो ये पास वाला घर नहीं, लेकिन सामने मैदान के पार से जो घर शुरू हो रहे हैं वो घर दूसरे समुदाय के हैं और उन पे नज़र बनाने रखने के लिए, मूवमेंट पर ध्यान बनाए रखने के लिए इस तरह के गाँवों में ट्रेंच लाइन बनाई गई है। हर तरह के हर गाँव को एक दूसरे गाँव से अलग किया गया है। ये मणिपुर का नया विभाजन है, ये देश की नई अर्थव्यवस्था और नई जियोग्राफी है, जहाँ पे एक राज्य में कई खुद से लोगों ने फांके बांट ली हैं हिंसा के मद्देनज़र। तो ये जो लोग हैं यहाँ पे कुकी समुदाय के लोग हैं, ये इनके साथ ये ख़ुद को वॉलंटियर बताते हैं कि ये विलेज वॉलंटियर्स हैं। ये नज़र रखते हैं। इनके पास जो वेपन हैं, जो अभी आप देख रहे हैं, बाकी लोगों के पास भी जो वेपन दिख रहे हैं, अधिकतर लोगों के पास जो वेपन हैं वो इनके दावे के मुताबिक लाइसेंस्ड हैं। और ये कैंप्स ऐसे हैं जहाँ पे नज़र रखने के लिए और मैतेई समुदाय से आ रही फायरिंग से बचने के लिए ज़रूरी है। लेकिन विल्सन हमारे साथ हैं और विल्सन के साथ हम इस ट्रेंच लाइन का, इस बंकर का, इस बॉर्डर का दौरा करेंगे और बात भी करते रहेंगे। और विल्सन, इंग्लिश और हिंदी, which you're good with?
Let's go with English.
English?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Wilson, thank you for talking to me. I can call you Wilson, okay?
Sure.
Okay. So the Wilson, you call yourself, and as we all know, I've been in Manipur quite many times. You are volunteering, and you are watchdogs to save your village, okay?
Village and our people.
Village and your people.
Yeah.
Okay. But Meitei, when you go to Imphal and when you go those valley areas, those people refer you and those people as militants. You might be hearing these words.
Quite frequent.
Sorry?
Quite frequent.
Okay. Quite frequently. So कई बार ये सुनते रहते हैं. तो how you respond to those people who term you as militants? Please state.
Actually, when somebody call you in those negative terms, when somebody term especially your community in all those negative terms, it is not that they are gonna insult everybody. It is just that they are seeking some others sympathy. I would like to say that because right now, as you know, there has been crisis between these two communities since 3rd of May. And as far as I'm concerned, we have seen all the dirty activities that they have done so far, and then blaming Kuki militant. Okay. But so far, the person and whoever is responsible in protecting the village and the villagers, or brothers and sisters, or mothers and fathers, and whoever resides in the village, are protected by volunteers like us. Young volunteers.
I'll just take a minute to translate that on Hindi also. Sure. Okay. So what Wilson is telling is कि उनका ये आरोप है मैतेई समुदाय के लोगों पे कि वो एक दूसरे के साथ वो सिंपैथी लेने के लिए, दूसरे समुदायों की या दूसरे लोगों की सिंपैथी लेने के लिए कुकी वॉलंटियर्स को मिलिटेंट्स की संज्ञा दे रहे हैं। और इस तरह की निगेटिविटी है, इससे इनका सामना बहुत गाहे बगाहे होता ही रहता है। और साथ में विल्सन ये भी बता रहे हैं कि विलेज वॉलंटियर्स जो हैं यहाँ पे लगातार ड्यूटी पे हैं 24/7 कि अपने गांव को और अपने लोगों को मैतेई दिशा से आ रही फायरिंग से और लोगों से बचाया जा सके. So tell me, Wilson, why this saving? Because for Meiteis is all, that part is also part of India. This part is also part of India. We can't deny that.
You can deny.
So, but as I mentioned in my earlier reports as well, these kind of trenches, these kind of bunkers, these kind of watch towers and camps, we see only only time of separation, or when the times of during the times of armed conflicts between the nations only.
Yeah.
Not between the two cities of same land.
Of same land.
Why does it happen?
Actually, as we know that India, it's a multicolored country, and also this Manipur, our state itself, is termed as mini India, because inside Manipur many tribes and many communities reside and stay. Like the major community that we have in our state is in Naga. From the tribe, it's Naga tribes, the Kuki tribes, and the other one, the majority, they are the Meitei. And this separation has begun when there is a separate a separate area of residence, because the Meitei, they are truly based in the valley, and the tribals, we are residing in the hills. So that was the beginning of separation, even when there was no separation actually at the beginning.
Okay.
And so they belongs to the general category, and the ST.
They want ST status.
Yeah. And from that on, there might be a lot of factors leading to this conflict as of now. So, but the reason why we are putting up all these boundary trenches between this community is that the Kangpopi district, as we are standing here, is the border line of Kangpopi district, and that this border line, if you see beyond,
let's take a walk. Okay, let's take a walk.
If you look beyond this that area, it is Imphal West, which belongs to the valley, a district which is for the valley.
People from the Meitei community are there.
Yeah, even
okay. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Even if you see some in this border area, we have some Nepali resident Kanglatumbi, and beyond that, we will start to see those Meitei residing over there in Sekmai and Nongthomban area, and we are putting up a trench line here because beyond this line, we don't have any Kuki community residing down there, and whoever resides in the valley, they have been evacuated in the first month, in the month of May.
In the month of May, when the violence broke out.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess अगर आप लोगों को बहुत से लोगों को पता भी हो तो जैसा कि विल्सन बता रहे हैं कि this is a violent situation right now, और घरों को बचाना ज़रूरी है, और इस तरह के ट्रेंचेस क्योंकि कम्युनिटी के बीच में झगड़ा हुआ तो इसलिए दो कम्युनिटीज़ के बीच में ट्रेंचेस बनाए गए. साथ ही साथ मणिपुर जो एक मल्टी कलर्ड स्टेट है, कई सारी ट्राइब्स रहती हैं, और ये जो डिवाइड है ट्राइब्स का जो ये ट्राइब्स का डिवाइड है, और ट्राइब्स और दो कम्युनिटी के बीच का जो डिवाइड है, ये हमने पहले की रिपोर्ट में बताया है कि कोई हिल के इलाके में रहता है या कोई इम्फाल के इलाके में रहता है, और इम्फाल वालों को हिल में ज़मीन खरीदनी है तो उनको स्टेटस चाहिए, तो इस तरह की बातें हैं. और इसके बाद बॉर्डर है, ये ट्रेंच लाइन है. ट्रेंच लाइन के बाद कोई भी कुकी गांव नहीं है, कोई भी कुकी इलाका नहीं है, तो इसलिए कुकी इलाके के नहीं होने की वजह से वहाँ पे कंगलातोम्बी एंड इट्स अ मोरबुंग, नो दिस
is
Gamgifai.
Yeah, the border village for Kangpopi district.
ये कांगपोकपी और इम्फाल वेस्ट का बॉर्डर है. आगे इम्फाल वेस्ट शुरू हो जाता है.
House that you have seen belongs to Imphal West now. Imphal West.
वो सामने अगर आपको नीले घर दिखाई दे रहे हैं तो वो इम्फाल वेस्ट में आते हैं, जो घाटी के लोगों का इलाका है. घाटी के लोगों का इलाका यानी मैतेई लोगों, वो मैतेई लोगों के कंट्रोल में है. सो व्हाट इज द ड्यूटी ऑफ एवरीवन हियर कमिंग ऑन दिस ट्रेंच लाइन एंड दिस bunkers and all? Can you tell me?
Sir, so far, you might also not have heard about the attacks taken up by the Kuki community, but you may heard it in news. But as you have come into the ground, you came to know about the reality that is happening exactly in this particular place, and that who is attacking, and who was the defender, and who are responsible for attacking, and who create those such fake news, and then blaming some particular community, and then seeking some others community sympathy, or this and that. You
As
have,
for, okay, as for me, Wilson, as you asked me, so I must tell you this.
Yeah.
So as for me, I have been reporting on this issue for quite a long time, and as a reporter and as a journalist, I have every side. I have to hear everyone, okay, and I have to cross-check every claims.
Exactly.
You know, so when you say, when Kuki people say that Meitei is, Jerry, watch your leg, okay. When Kuki people say that Meiteis are doing ethnic cleansing, okay, genocide, and this is a ethnic war they are leading to, they are leading, which has taken lives of many people. So I also have to cross-check the claims of the Meiteis. You must understand that, and they have these claims that Kuki people have militants. And as we can see, you have these single barrel guns, which is licensed. You are saying, okay, but they also say that Kuki people have automatic rifles, sophisticated weapons, and every kind of thing.
I'm going to explain you all those things.
Please go ahead. I want to listen stories.
Yeah, so far you might have you have heard it, and that is why you are asking me to clarify that. As far as I'm concerned, all the militant who are under sue with the central government.
Suspension of operation.
Yes. And there has been continuous counting, head counting in their designated camp. I came to know all these things because
You are from this area.
yeah,
You know
I'm
people.
from this area, and they whatever designated camp we can. It's not a big area, so we can hear all those news like the army personnel they went to that designated camp. I think this and that are happening.
They also do camp checks, I guess, no?
Yes, exactly. Suppose there is firing in that area, so the first thing the army personnel will do is rush the camp, do head counting, and then whoever troops the army personnel are stationed there, they'll try to retaliate the so that the situation is under control for both sides. So some troop will be going to the camp for head counting, and then some troops will be there in that particular fighting spot to
relief and rescue and to just
to calm down the fighting, all those things.
to calm down the situation.
Yeah.
So as per the Sioux militants, Jerry, the Sioux groups, the militant groups are in suspension of operation pact with the मणिपुर सरकार और केंद्र सरकार, और उसके साथ ये भी है कि उनके कैंप चेक्स होते हैं, डिजिग्नेटेड कैंप्स हैं, जैसा अभी विल्सन ने बता रहा है कि इनके डिजिग्नेटेड कैंप्स हैं, उन कैंप्स में ही रहते हैं और उन कैंप्स में ही हर बार चेक किया जाता है कि वो चेक हो रहा है, कितने लोग हैं वहाँ पे, हेड काउंट है, कितने लोग जो उस कैंप में रहने वाले हैं, उस कैंप में वो लोग कम हुए, ज़्यादा हुए, इस तरह की चेकिंग की जाती है. साथ ही आई हैव एडिशनल इन्फो विच आई एम एडिंग टू दिस दैट वेपन्स आर कंसील्ड बाय द अथॉरिटीज़ एंड वेपन चेक इज़ ऑल्सो बिंग डन बाय द फोर्सेज हियर. हाँ, सो वेपन्स जो तरीका मतलब है हम ये कहते हैं, जो बुक में लिखा है, रूल बुक ये है कि वेपन भी चेक किया जाता है. एंड सिंस those there is a difference between being a militant and being a terrorist. So this line people should understand. Terrorist is an enemy of state, but militants are part of the state. They are armed rebellion. You know, this is the armed rebellion, and they're part of the state, and they're not
one particular movement.
For one particular movement, for one particular cause. So that's the case. यहीं पे भारत में जो ये बहस होती है कि माओवाद क्या है, माओवाद देश के दुश्मन हैं, लेकिन यही बात उस समय भी बार बार होती है कि नहीं, माओवादी देश के पार्ट हैं. they are Maoist, they are leading armed rebellion, but they are still part of India. But they are not terrorists, they are not enemy of state. So इसलिए बार बार उनको मुख्य धारा में लाने की कोशिशें की जाती हैं. नॉर्थ ईस्ट में भी यही कोशिशें अभी भी जारी हैं, बदस्तूर जारी हैं. Yeah, you were going to add something.
Yeah, well, the point that I'm going to add is that the Meitei people, they have been putting bad comments about our militant. So far, if you check out in the government history about the ambush of army personnel, you will never find any single ambush or attack done by our Kuki militant to the army personnel, be it the police, be it the Assam Rifles, be it the center forces. But not I have many. You also might have heard about the attacks done in Ukhrul area by some Meitei outfits.
I've been
many,
hearing the
many, starting from 2000, 2003, and it continues. I think it's around about seven times that they have attack, ambush, and our respected one of our officer, Colonel, and his family. They were also a part of the ambush, and then they were martyred.
Yeah, I have been hearing these news. Right now, I want to ask you about those hills. Those hills, and there is a story behind those hills. And just a couple of days back, something has happened on those hills, and I was with some of my sources in the army, and many people. So they also told me stories about that hill. What is the firing case, which has been going on since many days?
The hill range that I just saw you right now.
hilltop,
Yeah,
yeah.
the hilltop. Yeah, the topmost one, the end topmost one. That hilltop is adjacent to Sekmai village.
Yeah.
And that is the hilltop where the Meitei volunteers and whosoever commando or whatever, like Arambai or the IRB or who state force ever it may be, they're stationed there, and they dug up their trench, and then they keep on firing at that Pailang village and then Lubang Sanggol village, especially our volunteers and then whoever is stationed there to safeguard the village and our front line. So they keep on firing even at night, daytime, and sometimes even in early morning. So we don't have any long range rifles and anything like the automatic rifle that they have.
What kind of weapon they use? Automatic rifles. You say?
Automatic rifles only. Automatic rifles, and we have nobody by our side, but by God's grace, we have our forces, the army personnel and the Central Force, paramilitary CRPF. They're stationed there at one post, and they help us to maintain the situation calm, so that there is no attack in the village, and there is no casualty from those firing, because as soon as they heard the firing from the Meitei side, they'll just help us retaliate it. Not helping us in one particular direction, but just to maintain peace between these two communities.
Yeah, because as far as I know, the rivers divide the district boundaries here, and Army and Assam Rifles and IRB, so CRPF and everyone, they have set up camps in all the foothills. So right now we are at the hilly part, so the plain starts now, Imphal West starts. So in foothills they have set up camps. If you could see, अगर आप कैमरा पे सामने देख सकें, वो सामने जो आपको घर दिखाई दे रहे हैं, दूर सफ़ेद टेंट्स दिखाई दे रहे हैं, वहाँ पर एक असम राइफल का कैंप है. सो व्हाट दे आर डूइंग, तो उनकी कोशिश ये होती है कि मैतेई लोग मैतेई इलाकों में रहें और कुकी लोग कुकी इलाकों में रहें, कोई इन्फिल्ट्रेशन आसपास ना हो, ताकि स्थिति शांत रहे. और सारे फोर्सेस की यही स्थिति है कि लोग अपने अपने इलाकों में महदूद रहें, और बीच में सारी आर्म फोर्सेस हैं वो एक दूसरी का दोनों कम्युनिटी को गार्ड कर रही हैं एक दूसरे के हमलों से. ये समझ में आ रहा है. ऑल्सो आई हर्ड अबाउट द कुकी पीपल दैट दिस दे मेक अ पोम्पी. Yeah, and handmade kind of cannon. Yeah. I've seen many in my.
You might have seen many designs.
Huh?
You might have seen various designs.
Various designs, short pompi, long pompis, and bigger ones and smaller ones. Because I heard it's a part of tribal culture or what?
Actually, we have been. You might have before coming into our community to have interaction. I think you might have also studied in brief about our history.
Yeah.
What our forefathers, what our grandfathers have been, facing, what type of war have they been through, and the way they have been hunting in the hills, in the forests. So since the beginning, we are a hunting culture community.
Yeah.
So we have all these sort of self-defense strategically built weapon. Actually, in the beginning, before we came to know about all this iron sort of thing, we have primitive way of hunting like bow and arrow, and many slingshots and like many traps for what is that, wild animals and or enemies, or enemies who are going to raid our villages, this and that, right? So after as time passes and modernization and technology and all these science and technologies are advanced, we have all this iron rod and all. So from that on, we started to have all these things. These type of guns are built after we have faced a war with the Englishmen.
Okay.
With Englishmen. And you might
Anglo Kuki war you're talking about. Yes. There's a gate in Churachandpur from where the violence started as well.
Yes,
na?
yes.
Okay. Yes.
From that on, we started to have all these foreign-made rifles, and then from that moment only, we started to learn how this type of gun work, and so we started to have all these things in our own. This type of knowledge are inbuilt in ourselves since the beginning.
And what do you let's come. What do you think? It's okay. It's okay. You okay? You're not good to these bills, okay, I guess. So there's one more question. I guess you might have be aware of the video which has come out.
Yeah.
Video which went viral. फ्रेम में सट जाओ. फ्रेम में. So you might have heard of the viral video which is just came out. How are they? Huh?
This really, difficult to bear when you mention right now, because it's like my sister is being raped and then paraded naked in front of the mob, and then many things, unimaginable things are happening, which I don't even want my enemy lady to go through. There is no sense of humanity.
But the Meitei people have said in the past also, they have put out press releases that Kuki people have raped Meitei women also. Would that be correct?
It's quite funny, as I've told you in the beginning. Everything, every activities that they have conducted, be it clean or dirty, all the blames are to us. And all the national news that have come so far started to find the truth, the reality, what was happening in the valley, what was happening in the hill, and so far what is going on. They know what is the truth right now. And so we have seen many of our brothers and sisters from various states, helping us in staying protest against all these type of things that they have done so far. Like in Delhi, we have, and even in Gujarat or the tribal community, they stayed up protest about this rape and naked paraded scene that they have.
Bengal.
Even in Bangalore also, and even in Delhi and Mizoram and in Nagaland, and in many states, we have got the sympathy of our brothers and sisters in the mainland area also.
Okay, last question would be
These are not viral to seek the sympathy for Kuki community, but it is that the dirty thing that they have done so far could not be tolerated by God, and this is how the truth started to reveal.
Okay, I have one last question, and it is very small. Do you feel? Sorry? Do you feel what?
I'm swallowed by my emotion.
Yeah. That's what I was figuring out. But do you think you guys will be still fighting against the what is happening, or you might want to go back to normal lives again?
The situation right now we're in right now is not by us. It is just because the Meitei people, they attack us. All right, they were the first one to kill us. They were the first one to burn down our houses. They were the one to rape our sisters and our mothers. They were the one to burn down our brothers, our mother or brother in ambulance. They were the one to chop off our brother's feet or brother's hand in front of the center forces, and then putting on truck tires over them and then burning them alive. They were the one who started burning our church in the valley, and they were the one who started to attack our villages. So if somebody attack you, what would you do? Would you run, or would you save your family and then stand guard for your family, for your village, for your community? So that is the thing that we are doing right now. So I not only me, as I speak right now, I represent my whole community, a volunteer who is standing in the front line. We are standing here until and unless the state government and the center government doesn't took up any particular solution so that these two communities come into peace, be it separate administration. But I don't think there is no other solution other than separate administration or what is a separate state or whatever it may be. But living together with the person who is attacking you and raping you and killing you and burning down your house, it's going to be a nightmare. So until unless we have got solution, I think we are standing here.
सो ये विल्सन थे और विल्सन के साथी जो विलेज वॉलंटियर हैं। एक भाषा में उनको विलेज वॉलंटियर कहा जाता है और एक भाषा में उनको मिलिटेंट कहा जाता है। कहा बहुत कुछ जाता है, काम क्या है इस पे बातचीत हो रही थी। लल्लनटॉप की कवरेज जारी है। हम इस पे कई सारे एस्पेक्ट्स को तलाशने, खोजने, जानने, बाँचने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। हम आपके बीच फिर से आएंगे और रिपोर्ट्स के साथ। आप बने रहिएगा। कैमरे के पीछे हैं जेरी, आप देख रहे थे लल्लनटॉप। शुक्रिया।